Welcome. My name is Antonia, and I am going to bust some myths around wine today. Because I'm a winemaker, I'm going to address some common misconceptions about stuff that goes into your bottle. Ready? Myth number one. No, we do not use our feet to stomp the grapes. In fact, there's a variety of specialized equipment that is used to get those grapes crushed appropriately and efficiently. Having worked in very large production settings as well as small boutique wineries, I've seen an array of machinery and setups depending on the volume of the grapes to be processed and quality of the wine to be achieved. Myth number two. I'm allergic to sulfites. They give me a headache, as do tannins. If you really had a sulfite allergy, you'd be more likely to have hay fever-like symptoms, wheezing if you have asthma, and potentially a rash or hives, or even anaphylaxis, in which case a headache would be the least of your problems. Tannins are polyphenolic compounds that impart color and structure to red wines and contain antioxidants. According to Harvard Medical School, tannins can also spur the release of serotonin, which at high levels can cause headaches in some people. What you really should be looking for, however, are alcohol level and above all, sugar content. You heard right. Many wines can have up to 15 grams per liter added sugar, typically not in the form of granulated sugar, but most importantly, it's not the sugar that comes from the grapes. And that's about 11 packets of sugar in a bottle. And that in combination with high alcohol can really wreak havoc on that head of yours. Myth number three. Oak barrels can only be used once. Nope. It is true that they give off most of their flavor in the first use, but there's still some left in the second and even the third use. And what's wrong with holding on to them after they no longer impart tannins or flavor? At $700 to $1,500 a pop or more, it would be in your best interest to keep them around. If maintained properly, barrels can be used until they literally fall apart. They're great vessels for production flexibility and wine maturation. Myth number four. Red grapes only make red wine. I know, but you have no idea how many people don't realize that all grapes have white flesh, meaning it's absolutely possible to make white wine out of red grapes, if processed correctly, of course. Fun fact, 2 of the 3 main grapes that go into champagne are red. Lastly, myth number 5. If a wine is dry, it will make my mouth dry out. That actually might be the tannins if you're drinking red wine. The true meaning of the term dry wine refers to the composition of the wine. Dry wines have little to no residual sugar content, means that the wines go through the entire fermentation process where the yeast consumes all the sugar from the grapes. This means that dry wines are generally the opposite to sweet wines. People ask me all the time what wines they should buy because the ones they are drinking don't make them feel well. 9 out of 10 times, they buy wine at the grocery store and know next to nothing about the wines, let alone their ingredients. It starts there. Know how your wine is made and what goes into it. This is why I created the Wine Masterclass. I want to give you the opportunity to learn about the wine production process so you can ask the right questions and make educated decisions on the wines you're putting in your body. So this is your personal invitation to take control. You don't eat junk food, am I right? Then it's time to steer clear from junk wine as well, and the Wine Masterclass will give you the tools to do that. Please click the link and check it out to learn more.